Today, everyone knows what punk fashion is, but in 1970s it didn't exist. Punk first emerged in the mid-1970s in London as an anarchic and aggressive movement. About 200 young people defined themselves as an anti-fashion urban youth street culture. Punk fashion has likewise influenced the styles of these groups, as well as those of popular culture. Many punks use clothing as a way of making a statement. Various factions of the punk subculture have different fashion styles, although there is often crossover between the subgroups. The following are the descriptions of some of the most common punk styles. In the 70s, garage punk bands like the Gruesomes, Ramones, and etc. often wore second-hand clothing, such as velvet jackets, slim-fitting gray suits, black leather jackets, winkle pickers, and drain pipe jeans, in reaction to the flared trousers worn by hippies and disco fans. Following the 1980s garage rock revival, garage punk bands tended to dress more casually, with less overtly 1960s clothing. However, the original garage punk look remained a big influence among British indie rock groups during the mid and late 2000s. Contemporary to the garage bands of the early 1970s, glam punk fashion, pioneered by bands like the New York Dolls, includes glitter, androgynous makeup, brightly dyed hair, drainpipe jeans, bright colors like electric blue, elements of leatherware, and unusual costumes like leopard print, spandex, or satin shirts. Leftover baroque pop clothing like ruffled pirate shirts or brocade were also worn, together with more typical glam rock fashions like platform boots, keeper ties, and metallic silver clothing like jumpsuits. Anarcho-punk in the early 80s went in a warlike direction with lots of black clothing, anarchist symbols, and mad-colored hairstyles. A prominent feature is the heavy use of anarchist symbols and slogans on clothing items. Some who define themselves as anarcho-punk opt to wear clothing similar to traditional punk fashions. Tight trousers, band t-shirts, tank tops, and boots are common. Leather, often avoided due to veganism, may be replaced with imitation leather or cloth in a similar design as leather products. Elements of hardcore punk clothing include baggy jeans or work pants, cargo pants, athletic wear, tracksuits, cargo or military shorts, band t-shirts, flannel or plaid shirts, and band hoodies. Women in the hardcore scene typically wore army pants, band t-shirts, and hooded sweatshirts. The leather jackets and denim jackets associated with punk fashion remain common in hardcore punk, though hardcore punk also prominently features bomber jackets and track jackets, unlike other punk fashions.
Typical crust punk fashion includes black or camouflage trousers or shorts, torn band t-shirts or hoodies, tie black jeans, vests and jackets, commonly black denim, bullet belts, jewelry made from hemp or found objects. Many items of clothing are covered in patches or metal studs. Often the patches display a political message. Clothing tends to be unsanitary by conventional standards. Also, dreadlocks are very popular. Crust punks sometimes sew articles of clothing with found or cheaply bought materials, such as dental floss. Pants are sometimes held up with string, hemp, or vegan-friendly imitation leather. This fashion has also been used by folk punk fans and musicians. In general, contemporary street punks wear leather, denim, metal spikes or studs, chains, and military-style boots. They often wear elements of early punk fashion, such as vests, bondage, trousers, often plaid, and torn clothing. DIY created and modified clothing, such as ripped or stitched together trousers and shorts, or trousers that are tightly tapered, are common. Jackets and vests often have patches or they are painted with logos that express musical tastes or political views. Bullet belts and belts with metal studs are popular too. Hair is often spiked and dyed in bright, unnatural colors and arranged into a mohawk of Liberty spikes, but it's sometimes cut very short or shaved. Skate punk is a derivative of hardcore fashion, and it's chosen with comfort and practicality in mind. Common skate punk clothing items include t-shirts, flannel button-down shirts, hooded sweatshirts, webbing belts, and hockey shorts pants or jeans. Some punks, especially in Southern California, mirror Latino gang style, including hockey pants, white t-shirts, and colored bandanas. While some skateboarders have long and messy hair, skate punks usually have short hair, often shaved into a buzz cut, and wear little jewelry. Fans of dark cabaret and gypsy punk often imitate the costumes of 1920s music hall, sideshow, or burlesque performers, referred to by some modern critics as once fashionable trash. Women sometimes combine clothing such as garter belts, fishnet stockings, or corsets with dress clothing such as a top hat and tailcoat or traditional Romani dress, like shawls, hoop earrings, or colorful skirts. Men often wear vintage bowler hats, battered fedoras, tweed cloth vests with more typical street punk fashion such as drainpipe trousers or heavy boots. Here are some questions for you to answer. Here are the resources that we used. Thank you for your attention.